Before this process, I had only been to East New York a few times. And so I was really excited to kind of explore more of the area. This is a neighborhood of families and children and teens. Kids playing at the parks. I remember walking down various streets and just seeing people really caring for the streets and their homes. It's obviously also a neighborhood of entrepreneurs. All of the different businesses, all of the people, the community members who really work to build the community that is East New York. Hester Street is all about community empowerment, community ownership. Our role as facilitators is to really support community members in addressing their needs and connecting with government and other entities that shape the environments in which they live in. And so we really aim to not tell people what they need, but ask them what they need and ask them how we can help. We go into communities knowing that people are experts in their lives and their experiences, but they're not always listened to. And so our role is to make sure that communities are listened to, make sure that when communities have concerns about an issue in the neighborhood, that they are being addressed. We are collaborating with the Brooklyn Public Library as well as Arts East New York to develop the renovation of New Lodge Library. Working together to collaborate on building a library that's updated and an infrastructure that is state-of-the-art, as well as thinking about how the library can also celebrate the culture and heritage and history of the community. So as a part of our engagement with the library, we gather community members to really inspire conversation about how they envision a new branch. The first workshop we had over 100 people, small group discussions where people were able to talk in detail with each other about what they want to see in the library in terms of features, spaces, programs and services. But in addition to that, we also had another discussion kind of focusing on the history and cultural aspect of the library features. We took all of that feedback and compiled it into a report and made sure that it was easy for the architect to really understand those features that community members really wanted to prioritize in the actual design of this new space. And a huge part of this too is the library is situated atop of an African burial ground. The burial ground includes the remains of enslaved people and indentured servants. A lot of that history was forgotten for centuries, and so through an effort by Arts East New York, Council Member Inez Barron, Assembly Member Charles Barron, these organizations were able to rename the site to the African Burial Ground Square. That square really encompasses the park right behind the library, and that park is now called Sankofa Park. And so it's really reclaiming back a space that has a lot of kind of painful history and really turning it into a space that now highlights the lives of the people buried in East New York. Having that knowledge, we really want to make sure that we're uplifting that history and honoring the buried ancestors. When a neighborhood is invested in properly and is given the attention that it deserves, people feel valued and respected and like they matter. I hope that this process builds that feeling in people that civic engagement is actually important. Civic engagement can actually build a community